And hello again, everybody. Welcome to West Georgia Women's Basketball Weekly. Mitch Gray here with senior star mainstay, one of the best ever to play here, Aisha Harris. And Aisha, great to have you with us today. And has it come down to you that you're looking at the stretch run of your final season in the blue and red?
Yes, sir. I'm almost done here, and I can't believe I made it this far.
Well, of course, you've overcome a lot. You had the kind of go back a little bit. The knee injury, starting what was going to be your sophomore season, was it not, in the exhibition game at Georgia Tech?
Yes, sir. Right after my freshman year, I just knew that I was going to come in and dominate my sophomore year. But God had other plans for me, and it definitely made me stronger as a player and a person.
You're, of course, one of the great stories. In fact, we have 3 alumni on this basketball team. And I joke around on the air sometimes, call you and Akia the Harris twins. You've been here really, both came here at the same time.
Yes,
she
sir.
redshirted. You had the medical issue the following year. And, of course, we got the 2 of you plus Jessica transferring in.
Yes,
We have 3 alumni in the huddle, which is, I always thought that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's fun being the one that's already graduated. We're still in classes, so it's not like we really graduated. But, it is fun having that leadership there. It plays a big part with all the transfers and freshmen we have now.
Well, you had an interesting mix on this team with the 3 we just mentioned, plus Kyla. We start 4 seniors, but we also have 4 freshmen who are in making an impact on this team. This is a very interesting grouping, is it not?
It is. I've never played with the group where it's half of us are, older players and half of us are new. And it helps a lot because you still learn a lot from them, from the freshmen. Coach G's learning a lot as well. And like you said, they're making a huge impact on the court and off the court.
Your role on the court has really changed throughout your career. You've been the floor leader, especially the last 2 years. How different was that? Because it seems you're getting better and better and more comfortable and have been since day one.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was like that, my freshman and sophomore year, because like you said, I am getting better and better and more comfortable with that position. But it has its up and downs, and I definitely feel comfortable. I've always been, since high school, I've always been that the floor general. But playing point guard definitely has its tough times. So I'm getting used to it, though.
You mentioned high school, coming out of Memphis, a town noted for outstanding basketball. By the way, what a joy to get to talk to your parents a couple of weeks ago. I've met them a few times, but it was cool standing out in front of the hotel on a cold night talking to your mom and dad. They're great folks.
Thank you.
What got you to West Georgia? Why here?
Well, it's a weird story. Coach G, he wasn't recruiting me at all. I was actually being recruited by North Alabama, and his best friend, Terry Fowler, was the coach at the time there. And Coach Fowler just called me up and said that he had other plans, and he basically just sent me off to Coach G. And I came here, loved the Coliseum. The Coliseum was what really got me and my dad, and they just made me feel like I was at home. And being that Coach G has his Memphis background, it really just made us feel comfortable.
And we got a pretty good Memphis connection on this team with you and Ashley and Jessica right down the road.
Yep, we do. Me and Jessica, man, I've been playing with Jess since like the 8th grade. So me and Jess definitely have that Memphis bond. Actually just met Ashley probably like a couple of years ago. I played against her before, but didn't really know her. So it's good to have, that Memphis connection, because it's always like we're always family. So yeah.
Well, I got to ask you something that's fresh in the memory. How fun was that game winner against the Blazers the other night?
Oh, it was definitely fun. Actually, in my mind, I had no idea what the score was, what was going on. I just knew that the time was running out and I needed to score at that moment. And I looked over at Coach G, and he was getting ready to call a timeout, and I looked over and I was like, no, like, don't call this timeout, because if you call a timeout, I don't know what's going to happen in the next play. And I just felt like that I just needed to score at that moment. And I did. And it was great just hearing the crowd there cheering for us. So it was a great feeling.
I think I've never heard a louder roar for one of our games in there. And we've had some good ones.
Right.
It was fun beating them down there, too, wasn't it?
It was. It definitely was.
Well, 5 games left in the regular season. We got tough opponents lined up. There's not a game we can't win, and we can get on a good roll, starting with a game Thursday night in Montgomery.
Yes, sir. That should be hopefully a pretty easy win for us, and hopefully the games here on out hopefully will be wins for us. We definitely need to win out if we want to be in the tournament. So I think if we keep playing the way we're playing, we'll definitely make it happen.
What does this team do better than anything else?
Our team?
Yes. You get to be, hey, you're an alumnus. You get to be the, all alumni think they can coach. So tell us what's best about this team.
Let me see. I think when we win games and when we play good, it's best when we go inside and out. So when we get the ball into our bigs and the ball comes back out, I think that's when we play best. Whether we're shooting threes, they're passing it out, kicking back to us, shooting threes, or we throw it back in there to them and have them repost, either or. As long as the ball comes inside and out, I think that's when we're our best.
Pretty good formula, isn't it? Aisha Harris, thanks for being with us. Last time we had you in here for one of these, you and Akil were singing a Christmas song. Are you glad we didn't ask you to sing today?
I'm so glad.
That's great. Aisha, congratulations on a great career. Thanks for all you've done. A huge part of the family, as I told your mom and dad last week. And what do you say? Let's go win some ball games.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot. Aisha Harris with us today. West Georgia Women's Basketball Weekly. We tip at 7 o'clock Thursday night at Montgomery against Auburn Montgomery. Then Monday we go to Shorter. Following that, 3 in a row at home, including what I imagine is going to be a week from Saturday, a little bit of an emotional senior day when Lee gets here. And we appreciate you joining us. Come see us at the Coliseum. And thanks for being with us today. For Aisha Harris, I'm Mitch Gray on West Georgia Women's Basketball Weekly. And don't forget, go Wolves.